Hello, this is William from Silvercrest Advertising, and in this demonstration we're going to show you how to purchase Every Door Direct Mail through LMap. Every Door Direct Mail is a great way to get your postcard into everyone's hands that live on a particular carrier route. Unlike direct targeted mail, where you're sending pieces to people who fit a particular criteria, this is getting distributed to every single person on every single carrier route in every household. These are things that are more targeted to the masses versus someone specifically with presence of children or a whole household value or household income. And the reason why we do that is because we want to make sure we get the message out to as many people as possible. You may not always want to target a mom with kids in the household who has a certain income. You might want to target grandparents or aunts or uncles. This way you get a full saturation of a particular area. So we can click on Plan New Media here, and we'll be pushed into this screen that we're familiar with, and we can click on EDDM. Again, that stands for Every Door Direct Mail. When you click on that, you'll be able to see all of the postcards that are available for Every Door Direct Mail. In this example, we're going to use the Valentine's card because that's the most recent one. Again, there's no customization available on this particular side of the piece, so we'll go ahead and click Next. And when you get to the back, you'll be able to see that the pieces that are customizable are the return address, the address of the location. The map will pre-populate based on the store location that you're logged in as well as the Facebook URL here. So we can come in here and we can just put Birmingham, and that information will update in real time on the screen. Now, if you've made any adjustments and you're now happy with them, or you're happy with what was populated from the profile, you can go ahead and click Next. Keep in mind that if you see anything interesting or strange that's not accurate, make sure you review your profile within LMap to ensure that all the information is accurate there. Just know that that's where all the information is pulled from to populate these pieces. So if it's accurate there, it's going to be accurate everywhere else. We'll go ahead and click Next here. And you're taken to the distribution screen. So again, this is very similar to the door hanger. It's very similar to the targeted mail. But in this case, when you click on manual selection and you're presented with that map, you can see now that these are actually carrier routes that are being shown here instead of zip codes or block groups. Carrier routes are defined by the post office, and it is actually the route that a mailman will walk and distribute mail to. So when you click these links here, you'll be able to see that it doesn't always make much sense the way that the post office walks, but this is the route that physical postman will walk and distribute the mail. Every single person in that carrier route is going to get your piece. There is a minimum of 1,000 pieces for that, and you can see that there's a total of 389 households or addresses that are listed in that particular carrier route. As you can imagine, it would be extremely difficult to come through and click every single one that you want. So there's a couple of things we can do. Up here, you can select by zip code. When you click that button, you can type in 48009 and click Add, and what you'll see is it will then select every single carrier route that is part of 48009, and those will be highlighted in a dark blue. Yellow means available, red means selected, and blue means actually chosen for your plan. So that's one way to do it, is by selecting 48009 in the Select by Zip Code screen. If we reset the customizations here, we can click OK and go back to our distribution screen. And when we do that, we can go to a radius. So instead of manually selecting things, we'll say that we want a particular radius. Now the minimum for this is 0.5 miles, keeping in mind that we need to get 1,000 pieces up front. So the system knows that in order to get 1,000 pieces, we have to go out as far as 0.5 miles. We'll accept that radius, and when you view map, you'll be able to see that this little circle here shows all of the pieces that have been selected, and your total pieces are 1,265. Now, if we wanted to go back and select a larger radius, we could say we want to do everything within a 5-mile radius of our location, and we'll click View Map. Now the circle is a little larger and you have more pieces that have been selected. Again, now you have 124,864 households with $36,000 worth of advertising. So you may not want to go that large for this particular example, but it depends on your location and how many households are saturating that market. So if you have locations in a more rural area or a more industrial area, you might want to increase your radius to collect more households, whereas this location in Birmingham obviously doesn't have to go out so far to collect the total number of households that they want. So we'll come back here and we'll adjust this to a much more reasonable radius for this particular store. And now time frame. So we're able to do this with 10 days of delivery. So if you were to purchase something today, the soonest it would start being delivered was February 3rd. Now you can go ahead and change this based on the type of postcard that you're sending out. So if it wasn't the Valentine's postcard and it was something that was a little less timely, you could schedule something for March or April or May even, but the date range will change. We're going to go ahead and put this back for February 3rd. And we'll add this to the cart. We always recommend or require that you download your creative to ensure that everything is accurate. If when we go to press, what you approve is what's going to be printed. So always download it, review it to make sure there are no spelling mistakes, make sure that your address is correct, your phone number and email is correct. Just double check it to make sure before we go to press. Now, if you're happy with this, you can go ahead and just click confirm. You see this summary of your order. When you click buy, you have one final summary of your order. You're also able to put in your credit card information and check out. We'll then step in, have everything printed, shipped to the local post office, and distributed through the mail stream. If you have any questions regarding this that haven't been covered in this demonstration, feel free to give me a call. My number is area code 818-475-7622, or you can always email me at William, WILLIAM, at S like Sam, C like Charlie, A like Apple, -mail.com. Thank you so much.